Good morning. Good girl. Okay, we've just woken up from surgery. I'm in recovery. So excited that this is the last step, no more surgeries. They just fed me the sandwich and it was the best thing ever. Evidence. Just waiting for my surgeon to come in and tell me about how everything went. My foot feels pretty good though. And then I get to go home. Getting messy. Got all of these. And this is like pretty much packed to the brim. So it's this one. And then this one's going on a plane tomorrow. I still have to figure out a way to get this suitcase shut though. And I don't think it's going to happen. I spent 30 minutes on the floor crying, watching a video from TikTok. So maybe I am emotional, but I think I'm just avoiding it. Feeling it on a deep internal level and it's coming out in other ways. Are you okay? Anyway, we've done some more packing. So this is all of the suitcases. Actually, no, there's one more. Yeah, that's still going. So that white Olympic one is Dom's and so is the big one. So 3 of those are mine and then the 4th one's mine too. Let me tell you though something that genuinely the worst part about not making the Olympic team last year was missing out on getting this custom July suitcase. And the worst part is I can't even borrow it from Dom because it's so, like I can't do that. That's way too embarrassing. So I just have to sit and look at it and it's beauty and I don't get to have one. So July, if I make the 2028 Olympic Games, please do another suitcase and you have to make it cooler than this one so that it was all worth missing out on the Paris one. Anyway, I have lost all motivation and the will to live, but there is so much to do. Made it. So I'm coming to you live from my parents' granny flat. In about August last year, I received a letter of invitation from Diving Australia, which is our national sporting organisational body, formally inviting me to come and train as a part of the women's 3-metre synchronised team as the reserve diver. In the synchronised events, it's 2 divers diving at the exact same time, trying to be as synchronised as possible. At the moment, I am the reserve for that team. One of them gets injured or is sick before a competition, and in the unfortunate circumstance that they wouldn't be able to compete, I would step in and take their place. The idea of this is that me and a lot of the other 3-metre springboard girls are all going to be training together every day, therefore increasing the internal competitiveness and therefore hopefully increasing performance from us. So it's quite intense. Those of you who might not know, or this is your first time coming across me, I've been an Australian springboard diver for 15 years now, and I just narrowly missed making the Paris Olympic Games in 2024. I wrote an article that was published in Vogue called Almost Olympian that spoke about my experience. Basically, I went back to training, trained really hard, and then came back at 2025 Nationals a year later. The year after the Olympic Games, there's always World Championships. I managed to qualify for that team and get myself back into that 2nd position, which was really exciting. We then get to the World Championships in Singapore last year. Feeling the best. It was my 4th World Championships across my career. So I kind of know the flow. I know how it goes. I hadn't done well at past World Championships, but I felt really confident that I was ready to enter this new chapter of my career. I'm older, I'm more mature, I know what I'm doing, I've worked really hard. And basically I'm progressing through the preliminary. I'm doing pretty well. On my last dive, I slipped off the board and broke my foot in the competition. That was my first ever failed dive in my diving career. The biggest lesson I took away from that was that I don't have an infinite amount of time to do diving. I am currently seeing the LA Olympic Games as my last shot. I've taken this as an opportunity not to give up, but to convince myself that if I do make the Olympic Games in 2028, it's going to be the best comeback story ever. When I got that letter of invitation, I thought that this is the last 2.5 years of my career. I want to throw everything at it. I don't want to look back and be like, I could have done this, I could have done that. The next Olympic Games are outdoor, and Brisbane has really good outdoor facilities. So for me, it was just a no-brainer. It's such a competitive advantage to train outside multiple times a week. We're giving it a crack. I still get really nervous to talk about this, but I want to bring you guys along. I would love to show more behind the scenes and what it takes to get there. If I do, it's going to be a fairy tale ending. And if I don't, then I can confidently look back and say I tried my best. I think that's something that I am really proud of, is not giving up. This is my new set for vlogging. I am just getting ready to go off to training this afternoon, and I'm going to take you with me so that I can show you what we get up to. I get to do a little bit of the mix this afternoon, dry land, pool, and strength and conditioning training, so you'll be able to see all of it. Okay, so this is my Swiftie here. So I have had her since I literally started diving when I was 10, and I'm 26 now. Basically, me and Dom bought another car, like a joint car together. That is staying in Melbourne because the idea is this car is so old, we kind of want to drive it into the ground. So I'm back with good old Swiftie for my diving career. Oh, yeah, just got here. I'm running late. I chronically run late all the time. Not by a lot, but I'm just like a 5 minutes running late kind of gal. A bit of a hike down to the training centre, so you have to, yeah, probably another 5 minutes. Like half an hour of my foot rehab. I'm still not allowed to do any diving at all or any jumping until I hit all these milestones, and one of them being 30 single leg calf raises on my broken foot. Probably 2 weeks ago I couldn't even do one. Right now I'm kind of up to 10, which is pretty exciting, but it's just one of many milestones, so I've still got a long way to go. We're here. This is the dry land. So we've got like foam pits and everything over here, which I'm really excited to use. Once I'm relearning my optionals, that's going to be really helpful. 3 trampolines, 6 dry boards. Yeah, it's a really good space. I've trained in this gym since I was 10 years old, and the carpet is the same, and it floods in here every summer storm, so it just is old and smelly. It's getting air conditioning, and there's no air conditioning. There's these like giant fans, which you can see behind me, but there's no aircon. So obviously training in Queensland, if you're in America, I guess the equivalent is probably like Florida. It's hot here, so aircon is going to be a game changer. I'm really excited about that. And my coach just said that we are doing entries in the outdoor pool today, so I'm so excited. I've just done all my rehab exercises, so I'm going to head in and get changed. Challenge today is going to be not getting sunburned outside, because I didn't know we were going to be outside, so I didn't bring SPF with me. So hopefully they have some, because I'm super fair skinned, and if I'm not wearing SPF 50, it's just like nightmare. I will be as red as a tomato in about 30 minutes. Okay, that's the pool. Second New Year's resolution is hair health, so oil. And a lot of it.
I said need.
I said I need to get a 2-piece.
3-piece.
Yeah, so I can tan. Or go red evenly, at least.
Are you ready to go back out in the sun from the other day?
I'm recovered, but I still have a line.
Yeah, of course you are, but it's very brown now.
Yeah, I know. I was so actually impressed. Okay, so I coat my whole hair in oil and then put it into a ponytail, and then we tie it into a bun, and then it goes into this swimming cap.
Right, earrings. Earrings out, earrings out.
So cool. And then the boring part where I just have to do calf raise holds for 30 seconds. So much fun. Okay, good morning. I was gonna film the outro last night, but I literally was so tired after training, I just fell asleep. So it's now the next morning. End the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to see any questions or topics for what you want to see me posting about in the comments below, and I will see you next time.